Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews, starring your host, One Star Weak Foot, and our review specialist, One Star Weak Foot. Hello friends, and welcome back to the One Star Weak Foot Show. I'm your host, One Star Weak Foot, and we are back for another player review. And today, we're going to review yet another spooky card. Hence the orange and black jersey. You already know what time it is. It's almost Halloween. And this card's kind of looking spooky. It's going to be this 85 rated Raphael Guerreiro. And when you look at this card, it does have some interesting aspects of it. All right, he's 5'7". He has the medium work rates. He's left-footed with a 2-star weak foot. That may present some problems. That may make some people apprehensive to try this card out. So I went ahead and tried this card out for you to let you know how he is. He has the 4-star skill moves. I played 5 games in division rivals with him. I got 2 goals and 0 assists. Before we go any further though, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor and hit that like button just one time for me. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys for watching right now. Now let's look at this card a little bit closer. So, when you look at this pace, it's pretty much very good as far as acceleration goes. His sprint speed leaves a little bit to be desired. All right, 82 sprint speed is not something you expect when somebody has 89 pace. His shooting stats are meh. I mean, he does have the shot power and the long shots, but his finishing is not very good. His attack positioning is mediocre. And yeah, the fact that he has a 2-star weak foot makes this not very good looking as far as playing him in an attacking position. His passing stats are pretty good though. He has 85 vision, 85 short passing, 86 curve. You might want to play him in the midfield. You might want to play him at the cam position. Who knows? He definitely looks like he will have the passing for that. His dribbling stats are really the thing that stands out about this card. That's really what makes this card spooky, creepy, slimy, grimy, everything like that. I mean, he has 91 agility, 90 balance. He has 88 dribbling. I mean, I expect his dribbling to be A1 steak sauce in game. His defending stats are decent, actually. I mean, you might want to play this guy as a wide midfielder in the 3-5-2. You might want to play this guy at the fullback position. You might want to play him at CM. He looks like a versatile card because of the defending stats. His defensive awareness, decent. Stand tackle, decent. Interception, very good. I mean, not too bad of a thing to add to this card. His physical stats are not bad. He has 99 stamina, which is good. 79 aggression, which is not too shabby. His 72 strength at 5'7" does present a bit of a concern if you do plan to play him in the midfield position. So yeah, there are some good things about this card. There are some bad things about this card. He's not the most meta looking card, but I will have fun trying this card. So without further ado, we're gonna bring you to our review specialist in the studio, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So according to Footbin, this card's gonna go for about 45,000 coins on the PS4 market. And I'm wearing this pirate hat because I've sailed many seas, I've been to many places, I've led many crews, and I've never used a card that was as conflicting as this one as far as telling you whether it's value for money or not. So I'm gonna break down the stats so you know exactly what to expect. So 89 pace, how does it feel in game? And just as the stats suggest, he has amazing acceleration coming out of skill moves. He is able to beat the man by doing the heel to heel, by doing the L1 fake shot because of his immense acceleration. However, is he able to get in behind? Is he good in the winger position as far as beating the defensive line? And I would say yes and no, all right? He's good for beating the defensive line, but once he gets the ball, because of his 82 sprint speed, he doesn't really have the breakaway speed, all right? And that's where the lack of sprint speed really hurts him. I think that playing him in the winger position really exposed some of his flaws in this category. So it was a little bit disappointing if I'm honest, all right? Because when you look at this card, 89 pace, he's small, he's agile, you think this guy is gonna be a beast winger. And that just wasn't the case just due to his lowish sprint speed. However, I think in the cam position, in the central position, in the CM position, or maybe if he's playing LM or RM in a 3-5-2, I think he'll do the job. Overall, his pace is not too shabby. It's an 8.5 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about his finishing, all right? What were the good and the bad things about his finishing, all right? So the good thing, he does have decent attack positioning, all right? It's nothing special, but 80 attack positioning definitely shows. He is able to make some intelligent runs. However, he's not the best as far as attack positioning goes. His shot power is definitely noticeable when you do try to load drivens. How is his finishing, all right? Let's cut to the chase. How is his pure finishing? And I would say it's decent, all right? It's not anything too crazy. And the fact that he has a 2-star weak foot is definitely a big flaw. I mean, I did score an absolute banger volley with his weak foot, but I think that was just a flaw. I mean, overall, I was doing my best to avoid his right foot because it just wasn't very accurate, and that kind of detracts from the quality of this card, all right? If you're only one-footed, if your opponent knows you can only shoot with your left foot, and you only have 76 finishing on that left foot, then, I mean, he's not really going to be the best inside the box. So overall, I got to give his shooting a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't really like to use him in a more advanced position due to this. All right, so now we're going to talk about his passing. How is his passing in game? Is he able to be a playmaker? Do you want him in the CM position, pinging long balls above the defense? And I would say he's definitely very capable of this. Okay, his long passing, very solid. His short passing had a very good weight to it. His vision, his curve, all of that comes into effect. And I felt like he was very capable of doing the tiki-taka, of doing the long through balls, of doing the killer through balls. He has everything in his locker as far as passing goes. I did try a few crosses with him. They were very accurate as well. Overall, I gotta give his passing an 8.5 out of 10. He's very good as far as passing the ball goes. So that serves himself well, really, in any position. But it also serves him well if you want to play him as a CM playmaker or maybe as a cam even. I think his passing is definitely good enough to fit the bill there. Next, we're gonna talk about his dribbling. Is it his bread and his butter? And I would say absolutely. On the ball, when the connection is smooth, this guy is amazing on the ball. He tiptoes around the defense like he's Fred Astaire. His agility and balance is definitely noticeable on the car. He's very responsive on the ball. He has 86 composure, so you could press him, you could push him. He doesn't bend, he doesn't fold. It's freaking Raphael Guerreiro. You already know. His ball control and dribbling definitely comes into effect as well. He has the 4-star skill moves. Dribbling wise, this card is very close to elite, so I would have to say he's 9 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his defense, all right? Because some of you might be bringing this card in to be playing left mid or right mid in a 3-5-2. And I did try him in a multitude of different positions, all right? I tried him on the wing. I tried him in a 3-5-2 at the left mid position. And then I tried him in a 3-5-2 in the cam position. And the reason why I lean towards using him in the cam position is because defensively, his contribution was just not that good, okay? Let's talk about the positives first. He's very good at breaking up play. His 77 interceptions definitely comes into effect here, as well as the pace and everything that he does have. So he is very valuable as far as breaking up play. His tackling is just very weak, very minuscule in my opinion, and it comes down to his body, all right? In game, he's tiny, he looks like Insigne, he looks like Mertens, and that helps him as far as attacking goes, as far as dribbling around defenses, as far as finding his way in the box on his left foot. His small body type definitely helps for that. Where it doesn't help is defensively, because defensively, this guy just gets pushed around, he gets bullied, everybody takes his lunch money, he's not eating, and that might be why he's so small. I'm joking, but his defense was not as good as I thought it was going to be. Overall, I would say his only positive is his breakup play. His tackle was weak. His positioning was okay, but not really anything too impactful. So I got to give him a 5 out of 10 defensively. Okay, so now finally we got to talk about his physical, and there were a few things I do want to talk about here. First off, his stamina. 99 stamina, he will last all game. He will last overtime, and he'll want to play again after that. His 99 stamina will last all game. His strength is 72, and you think it would be decent, but because he's so small in game, he still gets bullied. He loses 50-50s. He lacks the aggression going into challenges despite his 79 aggression. And that is definitely a big weak point of his. His jumping at 78, you would think is very mediocre, but he won a lot of headers from me. I don't know what it was, but this man was winning headers for me, and it was very surprising. Overall, I gotta give his physical a 6 out of 10. He gets plus marks for the stamina. He gets decent marks for the jumping, but everything else is a wash. So overall, what would I say about this card? All right, like I said, I have sailed the narrow and the straight. I found a lot of things good about this card, and I found a lot of things bad about this card. We're gonna start off with the pros, all right? He is very quick coming out of the skill moves. He has insane acceleration. He's very good at passing the ball, and he's very good at dribbling, and he has 99 stamina. So those are the pros. The cons are the fact that he is very weak. There is no going around it. There is no chem style that will fix the fact that he's just tiny in game and he gets bullied. He has a 2-star weak foot, so you don't want to play him too far up the pitch. All right, and those are really his main weaknesses. So what would I say is his best position? All right, I don't really like him as a left mid in a 3-5-2. I just feel like he's a bit too small and unimpactful in that position, because it does Like, he doesn't have the sprint speed to get in behind, but at the same time, he doesn't have the defensive capabilities to be a nuisance on the wing. So I don't like him in that position. I did use him at the cam position. I actually enjoyed him a lot in the cam position. His dribbling came into effect. His passing was decent. And he was able to score me a few goals from there. However, going forward, if I had to pick a position to play this guy, I think he would make a great CM in a 3-man midfield, all right? If you pair him with 2 bigger midfielders that could do a lot of the heavy lifting for him, he's going to be able to unlock defenses with his dribbling and his passing and even his pace. I think he's going to be really, really good as a center mid. Let's say you're playing a 4-1-2-2 or you're playing a 4-3-3 with 3 midfielders. I think that's his best position, and he could play like a poor man's Bernardo Silva or a poor man's Modric, a poor man's De Jong, if that's the kind of midfielder that you want. So yeah, that's going to be my Guerreiro review. Overall, I got to rate him probably a 7.5 out of 10. I can see him working for some people, but for most people, he's just not going to suit the meta on this game. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back later with another video, but until then, later.